Hello, everybody. We're going to do some abs work today. I've called this abs with light weights, not lightweight abs. In other words, if you have got something light, we're going to come down to the floor, that you can use to enhance your workout here, absolutely grab it. I'm going to be using my AMP weighted Pilates balls, which look like nothing. And I promise you, they may be small, but they are mighty. This is not like using a tennis ball. These are heavy little fellas. You could absolutely use this as a body weight only workout though as well, okay? So if you haven't got something lighter dumbbells, I would go kind of max to 2.5 kilos max. Anything lighter is absolutely fine. I think these guys are 1.5 each. And we're going to be down on the mats. We're going to be doing some nice stretches to begin with. Then we're going to get going with our ab work. As always, with any kind of ab work, just take it at whatever level feels right for you. I want you to come to sitting on your mats, knees bent. Bring your hands around the back of your thighs there, so very top of your knees, back of your thighs. Gently pull your belly button in, trying to create that curl at the base of your spine and round through the shoulders so that you come into this kind of hollow hold. Imagine that you're creating that nice circular space here. Because you're gently holding onto the back of the thighs, you're safe, you're not going anywhere. You'll get a little stretch along the back of the shoulders there. We're going to hold. Good. And then on your next out breath, just exhale, bring yourself up to sitting as tall as you can. Best posture that you can manage. So imagine that you are growing out of the crown of your head, nice and tall. Hold this. Keep breathing normally. And then again on your next out breath, just come back into that little C curl. So softening, pulling the belly button in, softening through the shoulders. Holding here. Good. So as we're in this hold, I want you to think about that whole torso, that whole stomach area being quite tense. And then as you exhale, press up. You can let that belly go soft, relax the shoulders. Good. And then just release from the back of your thighs and give those shoulders a little roll out. I want you to bring yourself back onto your hands. Still keep that spine nice and straight, so don't collapse in on yourself. Open up your chest, almost squeeze your shoulders together here. Draw the elbows in towards each other. Stagger the feet quite wide. We're just going to take it into a little knee roll. And this can be a very small little movement, side to side. Or if you want to bring it into a bigger movement and bring your knees all the way down to the mat, you can. If you want to hold, you can. Just find whatever feels good for you here. Beautiful. Release the legs out long, settle back down onto your mat. So you're in a full lying position. Bring your arms all the way up overhead. Lengthen yourself out. Creating as much distance as you can between your toes and your fingertips. Really try and make yourself long. Maybe shuffle yourself a little bit. Good. How nice is that? Decompression. Good. Release the arms in. Draw your knees into your chest. You could have a little rock through here, either keeping the shoulders on the mat or lifting up and curling into a little ball. Good. And then from here, we're going to come back to sitting. So you can absolutely use your hands. You could kind of crunch up, or you could come into a roll up. You could hold on to the back of your legs. However you want to get there. So if you're using something to weight your workout, go ahead and take hold of them now. I love these because they just sit in the palm of my hand here. We're going to exhale, take the arms out wide, and we're going to start in with our bow and arrow. Option one, as always, is to just stay quite tall here, just concentrating in on that rotational movement. Any lower back issues or any weakness through the abdominals, stay high. If you're feeling stronger, you could drop it back. Maybe halfway back, or maybe all the way back so that the elbow comes right down to the mat. Extend those arms each time, And make sure you return all the way up to sitting nice and tall for me. You're using these weights. Of course, you'll feel it in your arms, but we are absolutely weighting the tension through the abs. So if we come into this point and draw the weight away, pull that belly button in, and you will increase the load through those abdominals. Good. So keep going, breathing through. Beautiful stuff. Woo. We have got one more each side. Ready? Let's go. 1, return, and 2, return. Set your weights down. Give your shoulders a roll through. Maybe come back into that little seated cat-cow. Not back in, we haven't done it yet. Or into a little C-stretch, whichever one you want. Good. And then return to sitting. Taking your weight, you're going to bring them in towards each other. So squeeze your weights in towards each other. And we're going to come into a twist. Again, options to stay sitting quite tall and just concentrate on that rotation movement, really working into the waist, or to lean it back to whichever point you feel kind of secure. You could lift those feet up off the floor. Good. How good is this one? It's a lovely stretch into that lower spine. I don't want you to be straining that back though. So if it feels like it's pulling, bring yourself up a little taller. If it feels like you could go a little stronger, take yourself back a little lower, or lift the feet or one foot. Have a little play around with this move. Good, guys. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the weights. Again, just come into whatever kind of stretch you want. Maybe a forwards fold here, just to help lengthen out that back. Beautiful. Release. We're going to come down to lying. So bring yourself down onto your back. Knees are bent this time, okay? Walk your heels in towards your bottom. Weights in your hand if you're using them. We're going to exhale, lift the shoulders. As you lift the shoulders, pull that belly button in, that lower back compresses down into the mat. Then lift your weights. We're going to pulse here. These are your 100s. Option, absolutely, to lift either a single foot off the floor or both feet off the floor, or even extend those legs away. All of these little progressions and regressions, okay, are there for you to design this workout to suit you. Keep concentrating though on just hugging that belly button down. Breathe. Good. Keep it going. Woo. We're doing great. Didn't start counting. So who knows what number we're on. We're going to go for a little longer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down, release the feet, release the shoulders. Again, maybe just come into a little knee roll here. You could let go of your weights and open up your arms into a chest stretch. Perfect. And then return to that starting position. Maybe just do a couple of little pelvic tilts to just make sure that your alignment is good. Lifting up your weights once more if you're using them. This time we're going to exhale, bring them up above your chest, and we're going to come into a shoulder lift. So as you exhale, you lift your shoulders, you reach your weights forwards. We inhale, release, and we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Return to chest height. Exhale up. Inhale down with that stretch. Again, you've got the option of coming into tabletop here. So you're almost reaching those weights towards your knees or your shins, or extend your legs out straight. Beautiful. Keep it going. At your own pace, okay? So just breathe through. Good stuff. Lovely. We have got 2 more. 1. And 2. You could keep your arms up overhead, extend your legs out long so you're in that full body stretch again. Amazing. Release. We're going to change positions. We're going to move over onto our side. So we've done 2 from seated, 2 from lying. We're going to come over onto our sides and do 2 from side lying now. Tuck that elbow underneath your shoulder. It's going to be a side plank with a rotation. So it's up to you whether you want to press up from your knee, bring your arm overhead, and then underneath that armpit. Again, you've got the option of doing this with or without your weights, or extending from your legs, coming up. Nice, slow, smooth, controlled movements for me. We are not rushing. We are taking our time. Lifting that waist away from the mat. Good, guys. 2. And 1. Release your hips down, release the weight down. If you need to give that shoulder a little roll through, absolutely you can. We've got 1 more on this side, okay? So this time we're going to come into a little hip dip. Again, option to come up from the knee, bring the weight up overhead. You're kissing your hip down to the mat and pressing back up. Kiss down, press up. Good. 4. Straight legs, kiss down, press up. Beautiful stuff. Good. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Strong moves. As I said, this is not lightweight abs, but you can absolutely adjust it to make it work for you. We're going to repeat on the other side. Of course we are. Again, take a moment, get into position. That elbow underneath the shoulder, super important. So it's your side plank with a rotation. You can absolutely do this from knee plus no weight. So choose whichever one works for you. Good. How are we feeling? We've got 3, 2, final 1 for me. Then come down, give your shoulder a little roll out. Good, set your weight down if you need to. And then when you're ready, into your hip dips. Again, choose your positioning. You could be here, knee, no weight. You could be here, knee, plus weight. You can be long legs, no weight. Or you can be long legs with weight. I know I keep repeating these options to you. It's so that you know they are all valid. We've got 3, 2, 1. Release. Wow, come on up. Roll through. Are we good? Are we ready to go for our final set? Changing positions once more. So we've done 2 from seated, 2 from lying, 2 each in side lying. We're going to come around to all 4s. Just take a moment, give your spine a little stretch. Little cat-cow here. Good. Okay. First move, we're coming into a plank with a pass-through, so you just need a single weight. If you're using a weight, you bring yourself into wherever your plank position is. We pass through side to side. If you're not using a weight, you tap through from one side to the next, trying to minimize as much as you can that sway through the hips, back straight, belly button lifted. You can be here on your knees. Good. You've got it, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back into child's pose. Take a stretch. How are you doing? Are we good? And then we're going to finish off with a plank hold. So you don't need your weights for this. It's just your straightforward plank hold. 3/4 plank. You can take your feet away. You can absolutely drop down to your elbows. Or you can be up high. This is your finisher. So I just want you holding this for as long as you feel confident to. You need to come down, take a reset, but then feel you can go a little longer. Be my guest. Otherwise, we're holding your plank. Whenever you feel your plank is finished, I want you coming down into child's pose. So if you're still planking, keep planking. Otherwise, stretching out. Good. And then we're going to spin ourselves around to sitting again. If you're still planking, keep going. But if you're ready for your stretches, we find ourselves here. Into sitting, give the shoulders a roll out, and give the wrists a little release if you're up on your wrists for that final plank. We're going to reach up and over. Oh, gorgeous stretch into the waist. Good. Release, same on the other side. How nice is that? Bring your hands onto your knees. I'm assuming you're sitting cross legs. If not, just cross your legs over now. We're going to pull that belly button back. We're going to come into a seated cat-cow. Moving through the two. Always nice to do some spine stretches after we've done ab work. So just a couple of these. And then as always, guys, if you've got a little more time, stay down on your mat for a moment or two, either to do some stretches or just to be still and calm and have a little mindful moment, then please do. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.